Alright, back for another, a third stream. So this is part 3 of the LEGO 2017 police station. So, so far this is the police station part, and then these this 6th instruction manual is for this jail section. So we're going to be building the jail section. I'm going to put this to the side because it's pretty big and it's just kind of blocking things. So, get some of these parts poured out. They're a little bit loud. Alright, bag 8. Sure, chat's enabled. Alright, we're good. Let's go. So in the other streams, we built what I just showed. We also have a helicopter, this police car, this truck, this motorcycle, and several figures. 6 to be exact. And if you count the dog, that is 7 figures. So there's a dog. We got this guy. This. No. You get it. It's a bunch of police guys and robbers. So those are the figures. Alright, so we're gonna get started here. So this is starting off with a 3rd robber. This is the jailed robber. Doesn't look like there's air conditioning in the jail though, because he's sweating buckets. Hello, Dragon Kid. How you doing? Building this is the 2017 police station. I think the camera's flipped for some reason, but that's what this is. It is older. It is also a playset. It's not a model. I mostly build models, but yeah. Hello, and I do not know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna try. Neni Karani. Okay, that's my attempt at it. Let me know how I did. Thank you for stopping in. So, starting with the same old, just grab a big plate and then slap some bricks in the corner. This build is kind of just the same thing throughout the whole thing, if I'm being honest. There's not really much new to it. Just most of the walls are made with the frames and windows, just like that. But, you know, we're trying to keep the build consistent, and I mean, it looks good. I like it. The other streams, oops. This is what we have so far. Welcome in, Leilani Southworth. Thank you for choosing to watch this. I don't really know how to read those names. Sorry if I'm pronouncing them wrong. Right. Okay, I just lost myself. What was I doing? Yeah, I was just casually skipped 2 steps. Messed up right now. So this looks like, oops, I'm putting it in wrong. This seems to be a dividing wall between the rooms. I think it's going to be 2 rooms, and that's just dividing them right like that. Thank you, I can't pronounce it. Leilani, maybe. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that a lot. I mostly post YouTube shorts of mocks, which, if you don't know, it's my own creation. Most LEGO people know that, but I just want to clarify. Yeah, so I mostly make those. A lot of them are really small, but, you know, I've made some stuff that's a little bit bigger. Again, I don't have a huge brick collection, so I try to make do with what I have. And that's it. In my unbiased opinion, I think I don't do too bad. So this is like the front wall, and these are Technic pins, and those are gonna hook into the rest of the build. Just right, you can't see it, but there's some Technic pins on the other side. It'll hook into the rest of the build. So there's a lot of what do you call them? Jail pieces in this build. Just we got the jail door. So that, just like a normal door, just opens, and that's all it does. That's what a door is supposed to do. Right, so kind of got the outer walls now, and then this is the dividing room. I wonder if what this is supposed to be. This is a very small room. But yeah. Oh boy, we're building a toilet. This is a toilet, and I'm not even kidding. An actual Lego toilet. So this is the loo that the robbers are going to dump their stuff at. And just a little bit more on the walls. There we go. So that's presumably a bathroom then. I wonder what this is going to be then. I wonder if they're going to have to sleep in the... Oop, I just answered my own question. They're going to have to sleep in the same room that they go to the loo. Where they go to the loo. So this appears to be their bed, and then of course the toilet is right next to their bed. I bet the smell can make it a little bit difficult to sleep for them. But, you know, they might be used to their squalid conditions at this point. Alright, so we're adding a little bit of structure with this big brick going across the top there. Up to step 146. It's a lot of steps. Now we're putting plates across to add some structure. And structure is very important. We don't want this thing falling apart on us, which it kind of can sometimes. Yeah, just those plates go right across the bricks and provide more structure. Add some modified, I don't really know what these are called. They're not jumpers. Jumpers are the ones with the studs in the middle. I don't know what they're called, frankly. Yeah. So it appears we're adding a lot of tiling with a few studs. Like they want this to be easy to pop off or something. If you look at this step, there's a lot of just intermittent studding. I think that means there's going to be a second floor that can pop off, or they just want it to be easier to connect to. So, 2 more of these then, I believe. Yep, more tiling. I love tiling. Tiling's great. It's so satisfying when it's so smooth and flat on the top, or on the sides, or anywhere for that matter. Just smooth builds are the best builds. Okay, last step of this bag is step 150. A little bit of grilling on here. Hello, Steffi. How you doing? that thing on the side. So that is bag, that was bag, what, 8? And on bag, I don't know why I just closed the instruction manual. I still need the instruction manual. I just lost my spot. That was absolutely brilliant of me. Now, we're gonna go to bag 9. Very faintly labeled 9. Gonna be a little bit loud. Oh, nice. These are 4x10s, so these are pretty big plates. And a big brick to connect them. Got interesting stuff going on. Don't really know what this is supposed to be. It feels a little bit random. Like, what is this supposed to be? This doesn't even look like anything. And it's just getting more random. Like, we got an offset. Here, I'll show it in a second. Offset 1x4 with a, what do you call that? 1x1 cylinder, I guess. I don't know what the technical name for it is. It just seems like a whole bunch of randomness. The rest of the build has been really straightforward, but I don't really know where they're going with this. And now they're making this weird little hollow box randomly in the corner. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. A little bit more tiling, which is also, again, seemingly kind of random. Looks like they're, yes, they're, okay, they're laying out a track. So this tiling is going to go here, and then there's going to be something that slides across the tiling, which is going to be built in this step. Got some Christmas colors in this step. Or I don't really know what you call this color. This coloring. I don't know. It's kind of ugly, but you know, it's going to be hidden in the build, so it doesn't need to look super pretty. And then this doesn't even connect. It just slides in and just sits there loosely, I guess. All right, and then we got to, okay, now it's actually, is it secure? Yeah, it is secure now. Should be. Hold up. Yeah, it is secure in there now. You slide in and out. So I believe this is going to be a mechanism for a jailbreak where you turn a little knob or like push a button or something, and then the walls come flying out so the prisoner can escape, I think. Alright, and new section. So we have both this section, putting both of those to the side, and we're building a new section. This is usually used as a wheelbase for car wheels, but this is just being used like this, whatever that's supposed to be. And these stickers are pre-stickered, I suppose the term would be. So that's fan, I suppose that's a fan or some sort of venting thing. I'm gonna put a Technic pin here. And that one is insert into this thing, like that. Okay, I think I'm seeing where this mechanism is going. Okay, here, I'll show it after this next step. Where's that piece? Here it is. Yeah. I think I see where this is going. So you got this weird little thing, so it looks like it's gonna push on something, and then that will cause a mechanism to trigger. Not really sure. We'll see. I mean, I've built this set before, and I've had it for a long time, but I haven't built it in a long time, so I don't really remember, if I'm being honest. Ooh, we got a spring. Yeah, this is going to be a cool mechanism. If something has a spring, you know it's cool. At least in my experience. This is some of the most satisfying pieces ever. Doing, 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 doing. Step 170, we're connecting these little loose bits with a plate, and then the arch will go over that to kind of secure the spring, I suppose. Like that. And, ooh, okay. So this is connecting to this, so it looks like you'll be able to twist this to stretch the spring. Not really sure. So this is going to be placed down, and then this little twist knob will turn this and stretch the string, it looks like. Let's see. Probably about to place it down here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's get this down on here. Oops. It's not very secure right now. I don't know if you can see how that works, but it locks, and then when you push this in, it lets it go. So you pull this back to lock it, and then push this. Oops, I just broke it. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more structure and then show it again in a second. Maybe a little bit more than a second, but you know, I will show it again. So we build a little bit more, so I can add a little bit of security structure to it, I suppose. Okay, this should be enough structure to show kind of what's going on. But now you can't really see the mechanism. So basically, this twists, and then this button releases it, and it launches that. And then when it launches, this little, I'll get the right angle, look right here, that'll pop out. Sorry, that's kind of hard to see. Twist, and then it'll pop out, and that will push the wall out, for allowing the prisoner guy to escape. It's satisfying to just click it. Being honest, it's kind of nice. Now we got a lot of structure. This ain't gonna be breaking anytime soon. Awesome. Now just add some plating to go over the top. Finish up this bag really quickly and then be done. There we go. That's the mechanism all done. And we'll see how that plays out later. Not too long. I mean, I'm hoping to finish this build during the stream. I mean, I put that in the description, but you know, I only have so much time. Now this is a door that will cover the mechanism. If you're just now tuning in, we are building the, I'll show in a second, we're building the 2017 Lego City police station, and this is what it looks like. I believe the camera's flipped, so it's kind of backwards, but that's what it is. See, so this door will flip down and cover that right there. So as you can see, I already showed it, but they're showing in the instructions now. So now we're gonna just slap that door right onto here. So that combines right there with the other thing we made, and this is, I suppose, about half the jail. And just like that, we only have one bag left before this is done. If we do have extra time, I'll probably start disassembling the Porsche that's on the wall. Because I'm preparing for a really cool alt build, free instructions found on Rebrickable for it, and on this be loud. I'm not gonna say what the build is yet, but it is. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, it's a really cool alt build, and I was so lucky that the alternate instructions were free. I have them downloaded. I have not built anything with them yet. I've not used them. But they are digital, and since I'm streaming with the phone, I'm planning to put them on a really old iPad, so there might be a risk of that iPad dying. I'll try to keep it charging during the stream, but it's a very unreliable jack, and who knows if it'll charge. So right, it looks like we're building a trapdoor of some sort. There you go. That's what that looks like. Just putting bricks on the sides for extra stability. So yeah, I'm really excited for that stream. We're gonna be tearing this down and building. It is another car. I'll say that. Spoiler. It is another car. I am really excited to build that. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. From what I can tell, okay, of course I haven't built it yet, but from what I can tell, that build looks really nice. So, modify. It's not a jumper. I forget what that kind of this is called. Bracket. It's a 1x1 by 1 by. Oh, sorry, a 1x2 by 1x2 bracket. That's what it's called. Upper. I think there might be like a distinguishing term between upper and lower bracket, but I don't remember. Honestly, if I'm being honest. So a little bit more structure in that. Okay, so there's a trapdoor hinge on the bottom. If you look at this, there's clearly a trapdoor hinge on the bottom, but we're not putting a trapdoor in it. Rather, we're putting this trapdoor on the top instead of using that trapdoor that's already on the bottom, which is really weird. Alright, on to step 190. Making good progress. So we're taking the trapdoor and putting a stud on it. And the stud may seem kind of random, but oops, hang on, let me get this in here. Wait a second. This is the wrong type of trapdoor. Oh wait, no. Hold up. It's the right type of trap. Oh, I have the, okay. So apparently when I was gathering the pieces for this, I grabbed the wrong type of trapdoor frame. I didn't realize they changed the mold on this. But if you look, if I try to put this trapdoor in, see if you can see, this little hook thing where this could go in is too short. So it doesn't fit in. So I'm gonna go look for a different one of these, and that will be in the closet. So I'll just pin this over like that and head into the closet where we always find the replacement parts for replacing parts, I guess. I don't know. And would you look at that? I found it instantly. There it is. This is the piece, the replacement piece. Just pin this back over. That should be a good angle. Okay. Yeah, so let's try this again. Put that back on. Yeah, as I was saying, the trapdoor does have a stud on it, so right here, well, I'm on work this time. All right, so that pops in, and then the stud is so you can actually lift the trapdoor. If the stud isn't there, there's nothing to grab on to, in the trapdoor. Just it won't open. All right, so we're finishing this like midsection between the floors. Put this on. So that's looking really nice, and we're just gonna finish this floor a bit with ye old bricks, just basic bricks, I suppose. And of course, the door frames they've been using throughout this entire build. I would say it's monotonous, but it's so quick, it's not really a pain. You know, it's not a pain. It's monotonous, but it's not like annoyingly monotonous. It's like, okay, it's monotonous. I don't really care. There'll be something new in a couple steps. You know, it's not like you're like, ugh, when will I get out of this endless repeat? No, it's more like, okay, just a couple more steps and boom, then there's something unique. Like the mechanism we just did, that was fun to build. Okay, so it looks like we have some sort of prisoner info plaque. Oops, not an info plaque, definitely not an info plaque, but like it's a sticker for the prisoners. They're playing. Looks like they've tallied the days they've been in prison at the top. Looks like they've made a plan for escape. Number 1, dynamite. Number 2, boom. Number 3, the walls fall down. And this is actually telling us exactly what the mechanism does. Okay, if you look at this sticker, number 1, you put the little dynamite in the side, which actually is irrelevant. It's aesthetic. But then you hit the little lever, which makes it go boom. And then third, the wall falls down and your prisoner can escape then. So that's actually a sticker on the build explaining how the play feature works. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest. That's really cool. I like that. Okay, so we're designing another bed, except this bed is different. So you what I mean in a second. Now you can't really see what I'm building right now, but I'll show you. Just give me 1 second. So what's the difference between this bed and this bed? Obviously there's gray and white underneath this one. This one's just a brick. This one has a little compartment underneath, and I don't know what you could store in there. You could store a crowbar for escape. You could store maybe dynamite. I mean, there's a lot of dynamite involved in their plan for escape, so I assume they want to use their dynamite. Maybe they couldn't have gotten dynamite into the police station, though. That would have been pretty risky for them to try. It's possible they could be storing... What else could they store inside a bed? Maybe a wrench? I don't know. But yeah, probably some breakout tool they could smuggle in and escape with that. Right, so we did build another toilet. I mean, these robbers, prisoners, part of their punishment is they're getting fed laxative, and a lot of laxative, so they really need those toilets. Okay. Putting these walls on. So we're getting really close. This wall is being left empty on purpose. It's going to be its own section so that it can fall out of this thing, this mechanism. Oops. And this mechanism just pushes it out. Yeah. That'll be from hitting the button. Alright, so we're adding a huge brick across the top. I'll just show it from here because it's pretty big. And that's adding some structure. More bricks across the top. Again, these are just interlocking the pieces and making it very structural. Or not very structural, more structural. And here we go, we're adding another huge piece, just over it like this. And it's not, if I were designing the structure for the set, I would have done it differently. Like, this is not the best structure in a Lego set that I've seen, but you know, they put plating across the top and they do interlocking, but they do the interlocking way too late. They should do the interlocking like as soon as they can rather than waiting 50 steps for you to actually add the structure. Give me the structure when I want the structure, and that is now. I don't want the build falling apart while I'm still building it. That's just bad. You can't have that happening. Okay, so we're building more security lights, kind of like what we saw earlier. Basically, these are also elsewhere on the police station. What am I doing? I'm losing my concentration. Oops. Seems these clips are a little bit loose. That's fine, this will stay on. Just a little bit less sealing, I don't know. Applying the last bit of sealing, I suppose. That's what you'd call it. I don't know what you'd call it. And they do have security lights on the outside right here. So we're gonna build this wall, and then that will be the play feature. It's pretty cool. I'll show you when I'm done building it, but yeah, I think it's really cool. In my unbiased opinion, obviously, I would never bias over anything I owned, because it's not like when I was young and saved up forever and spent $100 on this, you know. Of course I'm not biased. Okay, more jail frames. Same thing as always. Boom, boom. Very tall piece. This piece. And then 5 1x2 cheese slopes. And then the build's almost done. The build is almost done. Super close. Just a couple more pieces. Oops, I dropped it. Come on. And done. All right. Bang. So basically, oops, I sold. Okay. So basically, the play feature on the set is when you hit this button on the side, this pops out, and then you can go for a little prison break or something. I guess. I'm not sure. So, with that being said, I'm gonna connect it to the rest of the build and just. I guess we'll just look at the overall thing. So the rest is over here. Again, I got this when I was really young, and I played with it so much, so it's just nostalgic for me. I just dropped it. Off the table it goes. Alright, here it is. Throw that on. Alright, here it is. Overall, for a Lego City build, it's not that bad. I mean, Lego City's never really looked that great, but I really like this. Look at the garage, and then there the car. See, these are some of the play features. The car will go inside, oops. The garage comes down, right? Then you can open the garage, and there's a little lever that pushes the car out, I suppose. So that's one play feature. Obviously, I just showed the play feature where you can open this up, hit the button, and then, the prison break can happen, I guess. You can put the helicopter on the top of this little helipad. That's what the helipad looks like. So there are 7 figures in this set. 8 if you count the dog. There's the prisoner, the guy that they're trying to blow up. This is the getaway driver. Oops, I just broke it. No biggie, one piece. This antenna's so loose though. And this guy is the guy who blows up and gets he breaks the guy out. This is their getaway vehicle. And this is the guy. This is the motorcycle I'm chasing down with. And this is the driver of that motorcycle. This is the helicopter driver. This is the police car driver. And this is the sheriff. So, with that being done, I guess I'll just, for the next couple minutes, I'll start disassembling the 911. Prepare for the alternate. I keep breaking the stupid antenna. Prepare for the alternate build of that, so that will be really cool. The instructions are free, and I'm not going to say yet what it is, but that alternate build of that set is pretty sick, and I'm really excited to do it. I had 2 extra pieces, and when I gathered the pieces for this, I must have grabbed too many, so just I'm just gonna put these away. And pen is over here, just so it's not completely out of frame. I'm gonna grab the instructions for the 911. And Technic sets are not really something you can just crumble to take apart. You can't just drop it on the floor to take it apart. You have to reverse engineer it because they're extremely sturdy. So here it is. We're gonna take this apart, and I need to take the wall mount off. So give me a second. Oops, I broke it. Doesn't matter. I'm taking it apart anyway. Just taking the wall mounts off. Okay, so I've never done this before. Working backwards in the instructions. Before I take it apart, I want to get a little bit of enjoyment out of this. So it does have this standard working steering. This is nothing new. You know, you reach in, turn the wheel, or you can do the easy thing and turn the wheels yourself. And the steering's kind of broken. I think I broke it. I've dropped this set multiple times. I'm sure of it. Heck, I've done drop tests with this set from like 5 feet in the air. That was probably not smart, but in the rear, you can see the, what is it, 6 cylinder? No, sorry, not 6. Yeah, V6. When you turn this, you know, you can see it going, right? What's it called? The crank, I think it's called. Crankshaft, maybe. But yeah, this is a great set. I don't believe it's sold anymore. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, but I got it for like I retailed for maybe 150, 160. I got it for like 130 or so. So happy about that. Alright, so starting at step 504, looks like I'm taking the pieces off the wheels. This. I'll just dump all the pieces into a bin as I take them off. That's where the pieces will be going. Man, 504 steps to go through. Taking the wheels off. These are held on by not 1, not 2, but 3 Technic pins, so these are held on very nicely, and these are some chunky wheels. I think I'm gonna just do a little bit of the extra stuff on the outside of the build and then just call it good for today. I did finish the 2017 police build, so I'm excited about that. Put that Technic pin out later. Okay, screw it. I only need the instructions for when I really need them. I know I don't need to follow them the entire way through. Throw these in here. I guess this is just kind of showing what I'm going to be doing next, so I am going to take this apart, turn it into something else, so that'll be really cool. And I did finish the police station, so I'll try to integrate a display for this somewhere in this room, but we'll see. I don't know. Very low on shelf, and I'm sure you've seen those shorts where it's like, oh, I got a new set. Oh, but, and then it just shows a full shelf. That's me. know, I've got full shelves right now, so I have to remove something or really cramp. I mean, if you look, it's already really cramped over there. So, I'll see what I can do to try to find a display for this, but helicopter on top. This guy in the garage. There's one other set that goes really well with it, and that is it's called the High Speed Chase. Really good set, fun play set. And again, I'm not a huge city guy, but yeah, I'm gonna find a look for a display for this. That's gonna be all. And if you did watch, thank you. If you left a like, thank you. And anything else to say? No.